Welcome to today's class. I am here with Shoshone Falls in the background. This is in southern Idaho, Twin Falls. I invite you to find a spot anywhere that you can dedicate some time to this practice. I've got a mat, but you really don't need a mat. You can do yoga anywhere. The mat just provides a little bit of extra comfort. So I invite you to just find a seat. If you've got particularly tight hips today, then I would invite you to get a block or a blanket and just pop it underneath your sit bones. It'll elevate the hips so that the knees can just fall out toward the earth. And let's just go ahead, let those eyes drift shut. And let's draw our attention in toward the body. Big inhale. And exhale. And maybe you're just going to place your hands on your knees, or you can place your hands upon your heart. Take a big inhale. And exhale. And as we're breathing here, my invitation is just to become curious about where the breath is entering and where in the body you're expanding on that inhale. And on the exhales where you sense a softening or a release. Drinking in big inhales and big exhales. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe in and out. Being curious about where you are expanding on those inhales, where lengthening is occurring, and where softening and melting and contracting is happening on those exhales. And perhaps you're not trying to send your breath any particular place, but witnessing where your body naturally is lengthening and expanding, and melting and releasing. Your next inhale, let's see if we can start to fill up the lungs from the bottom. It will expand the rib cage, push the belly out. And on the exhale, just relax those shoulders into your back space, softening your heart space, lengthening the neck. As you inhale, you're filling up the lungs from the bottom, pressing the rib cage out, pushing the belly forward. And on those exhales, lengthening the spine, rolling your shoulders back. And keep this cycle for a few more rounds of breath. Filling up the lungs from the bottom, pushing the belly out, expanding the rib cage in all the directions. And softening on the exhale, lengthening the spine. And letting everything just open. Now I invite you to allow your focus and attention to fall upon the sounds that are in your space wherever you might be. If you're not in a very vocal space, you're free to listen to my space and just see what sounds you can identify. And maybe in your mind you say, I can hear, and then identify what you can hear. And now I invite you to allow your attention to shift to what you can feel on your body. So Maybe you can feel a breeze, the sun, maybe the temperature is warm or maybe it's cold. What do you feel brushing against your skin, your face, your hair, back of your neck? What do you feel? Maybe you do the same practice, I can feel, and then name it in your mind. And now let's shift the attention and flutter your eyes open. And just start to look around. What do you see? And if you've had your eyes closed that whole time, if you're outside, it might feel quite alarming depending on how bright your surroundings are. Just start to feast on what you can see. Maybe just starting close to your mat, just looking at what might be around you. And allowing your eyes to start to move further away from your mat. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to our heart space. Shift side to side, and just those bony protrusions, those are your sit bones. And I invite you to imagine sending roots through your body into the mat and connecting to the earth. It's just like a great, glorious, big tree. You are sending roots out to become connected to this beautiful earth. Let's inhale your arms all the way up, big inhale. On your exhale, press your palms down, lengthen the spine. Gorgeous, let's go again, inhale. And then press your palms down, lengthen that spine. One more, palms reach up, inhale. And exhale, press. We're gonna bring the left hand across the body, onto the right knee, and draw the navel in as you twist the body and look behind you. 3 breaths here. On your exhale, reach your eyes past your shoulder if possible. And slowly return, bringing your arms all the way up. Exhale, the right hand crosses the body to the left knee. Draw the navel in and twist. Big inhale. On the exhale, you're twisting that gaze past that left shoulder. Gorgeous, and gently come back. Now, cross the left hand across the body, so your arms are crossed here. Draw the navel in, drop your chin. 2 breaths here. Again. And then unravel that spine. Reaching the right fingers, walking them to the edge of the mat. And then we're going to peel open the left arm all the way up to the sky, gazing up. Big inhale. And then contract the right obliques as you open the left side body. Then bend the left elbow, gazing all the way up as the right elbow is coming toward the mat. Opening up that side body. Reach the left arm all the way up. Extend the right arm and come back up. Now left fingertips reaching over to the edge of the mat. Palms face up, reach the right arm all the way up. Then contract the left obliques as you reach the right arm over, opening up the right side body. Bend the right elbow, gazing up. And then let the left elbow sink toward the mat. Opening up that beautiful right side of your body. Gorgeous. Extend the arm and come all the way back up. We're going to do that once more, a little bit faster. Walking the fingers over. Contract the right obliques and reach over. Bend the upper elbow. Gaze goes up. And then reach all the way back up. Gorgeous. Walking the fingertips. Gazing up. Contract the left obliques. Reaching over with the right side. And then all the way back up. Great. Bring your arms in front of you and clasp opposite shoulders. Now roll your shoulders back, lift up your heart, big inhale. And then drop your chin. Gazing forward, open your arms, switching which arm comes on top. Roll the shoulders back, puff up your heart, gaze up. And then drop the chin. And let go. Glorious. Let's go ahead and swing our knees around, and we're going to find a tabletop. So I'm spreading my fingers. My palms are connected to the mat. I'm stacking shoulder, elbow, wrist. And then I'm stacking my hip bone, my knees, tucking my toes. I'm going to go ahead and draw the navel in, scoop the tailbone forward, drop your chin. And then I'm going to reach my tailbone back. My gaze goes all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw the navel in. Press the floor away. And then sink the belly, reaching all the way up. Gorgeous. Lay your toes down, send your hips back, reach your arms forward, drop your forehead. Coming back up, we'll do that once more. This time we'll start with the cow. So tuck your toes. Now reach your tailbone up toward the sky, puff your heart forward, inhale. On your exhale, press the floor away, draw the navel in, chin towards your chest. Now reach the tail back, sink your belly, reach your gaze all the way up. And draw your navel in, tuck, 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 chin to your chest, press the mat away. Find a neutral spine, lay your toes down, send your hips back. Soften, soften. And coming back up to all fours, tucking those toes. We're going to go ahead and walk your hands forward a little bit. So you're on an angle here. And you're going to inhale, send your hips forward, sinking toward the mat. On your exhale, press the mat away, send your hips back. Inhale forward, rolling the spine forward. Exhale, draw your navel in as you send your hips back. And rolling forward. We're going to be here for about 30 seconds. Go at a speed that feels nourishing, kind, and supportive to your body. And I invite you to be curious about what parts of your body might feel tight, sore, strong, yummy, delicious, whatever it might be. Just kind of be curious about your body. About halfway there. And next time we're going to roll forward. We're going to sink our hips down, reach our toes back, and send our elbows down to the mat here. Now, my toes are still tucked. I'm lifting up my knees, so I'm not relaxed on the floor. I'm squeezing my bottom and firing up my legs, lifting them up. Now I'm rolling my shoulders back, pressing through my elbows, forearms into my fingertips. I'm firming my pelvis into the mat beneath me. My shoulders are rolling back, my heart is lifted, and my gaze is starting to go forward and just slightly above the horizon. Holding right here for several breaths. We inhale. On the exhale, just think of your spine lengthening. Press through your elbows, long, gorgeous neck, lifting up those knees. And then lay your toes down and gently bring your chest down. Hands come to the side, gazing at the mat. Now tuck your toes, press your heart, and then your hips. And then go into that child's pose. Coming back to all fours, we're going to start to get into a circular motion. We're shifting over to the right, sending it forward, going to the left, and then hips go all the way back. I like to keep my toes tucked, but you don't necessarily have to. I feel a lot more supported with tucked toes. So we're just slowly going around. Be curious about how your body feels in the different parts of this circular motion. Actively pressing through your arms, through your hands into the floor beneath you. Drawing that navel in as you're coming forward, and then shifting the tailbone back as you sink your hips back. So your pelvis is slightly tucking as you come forward, and then it's reaching back as you go back. Gorgeous. And then sinking it back. We're going to go the other direction. So we're shifting to the left and forward. Actually, that's the way we just went. We're going to go to the right and forward. There we go. And it's totally normal if you feel a little funky in one direction. It's just because your body is not as accustomed to going through that pattern. A few more times around, feeling how your body feels in all the different spaces. Sinking the hips back, lay your toes down and drop your forehead. Coming all the way back up, tucking your toes, and we're going to go into a downward facing dog. Send your hips up, reaching your heels down into the earth. Now spread your fingers. Actually press through your arms, through your fingers into the mat. Gazing back. Long neck. Gorgeous. Gaze forward. And you're going to press into your left leg as your right leg lifts. Now bring the right knee into your chest, hollow out the belly, plant the foot forward, lower the back knee. Gorgeous. And we're going to shift back, sending the hips back and coming forward. Opening up this lovely hip crease on the left side. As we come forward, we're getting really deep on this right side. The left side is opening up. When we send it back, we are switching back. Gorgeous. As you press, roll the navel in, scoop the belly, drop the chin. Then you're going to plant your foot, bring your knee forward, dropping your hips, gazing forward. Just go in and out for about another 15 seconds. Back and forward. Gorgeous. How does your body feel? There's no right or wrong answer to this. There's no better or worse. It's just what is happening today in your body. I invite you to be curious about it and just to take note without judgment, but as data and information. Okay, the next time we go forward, we go ahead and press into the thigh, coming up nice and tall. And then sink those hips toward the front heel. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart. Woo. Bringing your hands down, plant, stepping back. Go ahead and lift up the other leg as you look forward. Bring the knee in, draw the navel in, plant the foot, lower the back knee. And now we're going back and forward. Sending our knee forward, sinking our hips, and then pressing through the arms. Hips go back, toe lifts, drop the chin. flowing back and forward here. Get curious about this side of the body. Might feel similar, might feel very different. What information is your body offering you right now? Next time that you find yourself forward, we're going to bring our hands to the thigh and sink the hips forward toward the left heel. My back toes are still tucked. My shoulders are rolling back. My heart is lifted, and I'm just gazing above the horizon. Ooh, powerful, glorious, big stretch. Bringing my hands down, tucking my back toes, pressing and sending it back. Plant the left foot, lift up the right. Bring the knee in, plant the foot, lower the back knee and lift all the way up. Then I'm going to roll my shoulders back, open my palms toward the sides and reach, puffing up my heart. A bit wobbly. Reach, 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 reach. Yes. Gorgeous. Now reach back, interlock my fingers, squeeze my shoulder blades together, toe heel the foot a little bit forward, open the heart. Gorgeous. Let go of your hands, reaching all the way back up. Hands come down, plant, step it back. Lifting up the left. Bring the knee in, plant the foot, lower the back knee. And reach the arms all the way up. Now roll your shoulders back, open the hands to the side, and then puff up your heart as you reach back. Gorgeous. Reach toward the back, interlock your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and puff up. Nice. Opening here. Gorgeous. Let go. Coming all the way down. Plant your hands, step it back, adding on. Right leg lifts all the way up, bring the knee in. Plant the foot, lower the knee. Coming all the way up, open your palms, reach. Interlock your fingers, squeeze. Gorgeous. Now, bring your chest forward, lift up the back knee. Gorgeous. Nice. Dropping your hands back down, step it back. Other leg lift, bend the knee, plant the foot, lower the back knee. Reaching up, palms out, reach back. Interlock, puff up your heart, and lean forward. Now lift the back knee up. Gorgeous. Hands return to the earth, and we add on. Right leg lifts all the way up, bend the knee, plant the foot, lower the back knee. Coming up, hands reach back, squeezing those hands together, reaching, lift the back heel. Now arms swing, and we're gonna open into warrior two, and then sink into these hips right here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Woo. We're gonna walk over to the other side, and we're gonna do that whole series on this side. So our left foot is forward, lowering the back. Nice. Coming up, reach the palms to the side, reach it back, interlock your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades, dive forward, lift up the back knee. Gorgeous. Arms open, and we go all the way down. Woo! Wow. Oh la la. And let's take it to the center and send your elbows down. Dropping your head. Walking your hands to the right side and stepping it back, lower the knees. Lay your toes down and child's pose. Gently coming back up into that table. Tuck your toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. Now we're going to lift up the right leg, bend the right knee, bringing it in. Right knee goes toward your right wrist, and we're going to reach that left foot back. So lay your left toes down, roll your shoulders back, and we're going to find a pigeon. We're going to melt the heart forward. And maybe you don't go very far forward, that's totally okay. We're aiming to keep our hips square. So we don't want this left hip to be open. We want to square it forward. It also might mean that you tuck your back toe and you hold here to keep hips in that forward alignment. If that is the case, you're just going to hold there for a couple breaths. It might feel like a lot of effort, so you can go in and out of that posture. Now, if you would like to go deeper, roll those shoulders back, lengthen the spine, and you're going to melt your heart forward as your elbows find the mat. Then you can drop the chin. Keep those inhales and exhales. Make them big and supportive and nourishing. Filling up the lungs from the bottom, expanding the belly out, rib cage is growing, and on those exhales we're melting, we're softening, we're releasing. Where in your body do you feel tight? Where do you feel sore? Where do you feel expansive and soft? Restricted? You get to be a detective and explore your beautiful body in this pose right now. Slowly lift the head up, place your hands down, tuck the toes, press, draw the navel in, and find that downward facing dog. And lifting up the left leg, bring the knee in, left knee goes to left elbow, reaching the right foot back, rolling those shoulders back, lengthening the spine. And again, we're trying to keep those hips nice and level. So if that right hip is lifting up, I invite you to tuck the toes, fire up the tummy, and square the right hip forward, okay? If you have a block close by or bolster, cushion, a coat, you can also use that to assist you. Now, if you want to hinge forward, heart is leading, elbows may find the floor, they may not. And then you can melt that gaze forward. We're entering this deep pose on this side. Again, be curious about how this side body feels similar, different to the other side. And try not to judge whether or not it's tighter or whatever the results might be. They're neither good or bad, they are just what they are. Can you return to those big inhales and softening exhales? Can you drop your chin down, allowing your forehead to reach toward the mat? And gently pressing the elbows into the mat, lifting up your head. Bring your hands, tuck the back toe, send the hips back, and downward facing dog. Bringing the knees all the way down. Bringing your feet toward the top of the mat, crossing them underneath you. Plant your feet here. And we're going to go ahead and roll the spine all the way down until you're laying on the mat. Go ahead and lift up the right leg, flexing the toes towards your face. Send your hands around the thigh, interlock the fingers, and then bring the thigh in toward your body. Big inhale. Now from here, with your thigh connected to your chest, you're going to try to extend the lower leg, keeping the knee where it is. So maybe let your thumbs just scoop around the kneecap, and then you're going to start to extend the lower leg, keeping the knee where it is. Most people are going to start to find a tremor right there. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Again. The last breath. Soften. Now, send the right knee over the left. Just like you're laying on the beach, and just tap the right foot into the floor. Lovely. Then if you can, you're going to slide that right foot around the left ankle. Take your left hand, cross the body to the right thigh, and then you're going to bring it across the body. And then reach the right arm over to the right. Let your gaze tilt toward the right. And we're aiming to soften the right shoulder into the mat while the right knee is reaching across the body and is on the floor on the other side. It's a pretty dynamic stretch through the torso, but also in the hip joints with the legs crossing. On an exhale, bring your gaze forward, draw the navel in, and bring the legs back, unravel the legs, plant both feet, shift the hips, or maybe just shift side to side, and allow the pelvis just to connect with the floor. We're going to do that on the other side, so planting the right foot, left foot extends up, flexing the foot, send your hands around the thigh, interlock your fingers, and bend the knee, bringing the thigh into your chest. Big inhale. On the exhale, it's just melting in towards your chest. Relaxing those shoulders. Now from here, allow your thumbs to just hug the kneecap. We're going to attempt to extend the lower leg, keeping the kneecap where it is. Start to extend, and then you'll find that tremor. We're going to stay there for 3 breaths. Big inhale. And your exhale, soften the shoulders, soften your face. Ooh. Again. And then soften that knee. Send the left knee over the right thigh, and then just tap the left foot. Maybe it touches the floor, maybe it doesn't. Each side is different. You have a different range. So if you want, you can see if those left toes will wrap around the right ankles. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Not a big deal. We're going to let the knees fall over to the right, and then extend the left arm. Allow the head to reach over to the left. It's a really dynamic stretch through your torso, into your hip joints, into your knees and your ankles. Also all the way up to your shoulder and your neck. It's a pretty dynamic stretch, so take big inhales and big exhales. We're aiming to soften that left shoulder into the floor, while the left knee is across the body, reaching toward the floor on the opposite side. Your next exhale, unravel your feet and bring your hips back. Cool. Slowly come out. Ooh la la. Plant your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees fall in. Let your hands just rest upon your belly. And take a few breaths right here. Now bring your feet in, and then let the knees drop over to the right. Bring them to the center and left, and we're just windshield wiping them back and forth. And just paying attention to where you might feel more tender, more spacious. And bring your feet in. Bend the knees. Reach your hands to your big toes. Send the knees to the side. Just take a nice happy baby. And if there are any other poses that you would love to do, please take the time to do that. If you are ready to go into your Shavasana, I invite you to do that. You can use any blocks, or you can just extend those legs out and allow yourself to just connect with the earth. Maybe let your hands roll out to the side, palms facing up. Shoulders are heavy, just melting into the earth beneath you. Let yourself be held by Mother Earth. Maybe you imagine heaven's light shining down on you as you are being held by the earth, and how you are connected to both. In this Shavasana, the invitation is to extend those exhales longer than the inhales. You can start with counting, say counting for 4 as you inhale, and then exhaling for 5 or 6 on the exhale. And just with each breath, maybe extending both, but focusing on making that exhale even longer than the inhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And just imagine drawing some of that beautiful grounding, supportive energy up from the earth into your body. And on an exhale, you're just going to roll over onto one side, bring your knees into your chest, and just find the fetal position. Taking a few breaths here, closing off that circuit, just connecting with the earth. And when you're ready, pressing into the floor, slowly bringing your gaze up, Swing your legs around. You can keep your gaze down, or you can allow those eyes to stay closed. Rolling the shoulders back, puffing up your heart, nice, long, beautiful spine. Placing your hands, palms down on your knees, just drinking in all that beautiful new energy, that supportive grounding energy, the openings, the softenings, the lengthenings, the strengthenings that you just created, all those pathways in your body. And let's just take a moment to absorb it into our body, our mind, our spirit. Let's bring our hands to prayer center, pressing each fingerprint into another. Rolling the shoulders back, along the spine. We'll conclude our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. We inhale together. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Opening your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's been such an honor to share this practice with you. I hope that you can take this energy, this new space with you, new grounding energy into your day. Namaste.